welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, he told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Oregon Ducks offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 20, the 10, touchdown Oregon! Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
The give is to Williams. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
To the air, it's Washington. Still looking, on the move. Open space at the 25. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella, and he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you've
picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Offense working from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early. Breaks into the open. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Could be an alley. Oh, what a cut! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Dante Moore. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
In the gun on third down. Moore. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. Third and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running.
Touchdown, Ducks! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going.
Wide open spaces. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, he's looking for more.
Got a man. It's Fleming. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. To the air, it's Washington. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it on the counter. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Could you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Throwing more. Pulls it in. It's Hill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my
Catch inside the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Reese?
Okay, Holly. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll run play action, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Finds a spot in the middle. Loose in the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The run inside. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Black 14, black 14.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Baird. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's got the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. More play action. Pocket breaking down. Got the first down. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Move!
More. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Oh, he's got some space. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. They'll give it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The give to the back. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Williams. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Going long. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Terrapins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Got it. And he's dragged down.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Finds his big tight end. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Had to settle for the field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Under fire. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making adjustments. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty costed the 15 yards and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Opposite. Ready.
Scanning the field is Hamilton. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the heat. Looking for a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Running to Green. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Smith. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready. Black foot.
knocked to the ground with the running back. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hamilton. Looking long. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.